Yeah, my name's Aramis. I'm in Enumclaw. We're a band from Tacoma, Washington. We just put out a new record, Home in Another Life, on Run for Cover Records here in the States, and I on Cooking Vinyl in Australia, I think. You know. And yeah, we just got off tour like a week ago, and here I am.
Beautiful, brother. Thanks for joining us today.
Thanks for having me.
My pleasure. So, as you say, Enumclaw released your recent album, Home in Another Life, back on August the 30th, mate. So, probably been close to 3 weeks now, mate. So, how's the early reception been for it?
Really good. I feel like I'm not really on the internet anymore, so I don't know what people are saying online, but um in real life it's been really cool. I've like ran into a couple people all over town who I don't know personally who said they really like it. So that means something's working, right?
That's the start. So, tell us a bit more about the album from a musical point of view, I guess, and what you guys were going for with it.
We were pretty much just trying to do something that was a lot more direct and not overproduced. Like we did it in 4 days. We did the drums in one day and then just spent like 2 days doing guitars and bass and a day doing vocals. And we're really trying to not completely like replicate the like Steve Albini sound, but that was like definitely like our North Star where it's like big drums, like really well recorded guitars and just kind of like the sound of the band in the room, and not really doing too much studio magic.
Yeah, cool. Now, in the lead up, you released the singles Not Just Yet and Change. So, just so somebody just heard those songs on the radio, are they a good sonic representation of what to expect for the whole album?
That's a great question. I'd say yeah. I mean, I think those are two high points of the record, but I definitely think in the context of listening to the album as a whole, like are a great representation of what it is, like musically.
Excuse me. Now, the press release says that the album is a natural expansion of what Eden Claw built with their 2022 debut, Save the Baby. Like, would you agree with that statement?
Yeah, I think I think that statement is true just because I think we're like continuing to come into our own as a band, you know. It like definitely like doesn't sound like Save the Baby, but I think if you've heard Save the Baby, it's like a step forward from that. But if you haven't, I think it's like a great introduction point into like what Enumclaw is as a band.
I noticed there's no song on the album called Home in Another Life, so that must mean the title's got greater significance.
Yeah, but the truth is, we were gonna call the album, or the working title for the album was, I Don't Want to Go Home, Not Just Yet. And so Not Just Yet was supposed to be the title track, but then we decided to change the name of the album, and so then there became no like title track.
Yeah, cool.
But the new name does, I feel like, represent like the greater themes on the record. It's like I had heard somebody use that phrase uh when I was staying with a friend in London, and I had never heard of it before. I would assume it's something only British people say. But what they were explaining to me that it meant was just like they were saying that it means like you feel like you've known somebody forever, or like they feel so like lived in, like you've already, like you've known them your whole life essentially. And I thought that was like such a great and like special like sentiment.
Yeah. Now, there's one song on there called I Still Feel Bad About Masturbation, mate. Like, tell us about
Yeah.
that. That's song title of the century. I love it.
I take a lot of pride in like the song titles for our song, and I wrote usually when I write a song, it's the first thing that comes to my mind when I like finish writing it. And I guess that's like what I was thinking about that day. I
Yeah.
wrote that song a long time ago though, so I can't quite remember like what the whole backstory was, but
Well, you can use our imagination, mate. There's got to be a good
yeah.
one. So, as you mentioned, the last album, Say the Baby, came out in 2022, mate. So, what's changed within the band, I guess, in that time?
We've just gotten to play a lot of shows. Like when we recorded Save the Baby, I think we had played maybe a total of 30 shows as a band. And I think like more than anything that like you can, if you're really listening, you can hear that where it's like since then we probably played like 250 shows. And so I think we've just like have gotten to a point as a band that a lot of things are starting to happen musically, like unconsciously, where it's just like, I think we're just finally starting to gel together as a unit and to have a better understanding of like what Enumclaw is as a band and being able to work within the like framework that we're building for ourselves.
Yeah, cool. Now, this is only your second album, bro. So, would you say that Enumclaw found your definitive sound yet, or are you still working on it?
I think we're still trying to work out the kinks. I think I would like to get to a point as a band where our influences aren't so easily identifiable,
Mhm.
like I don't think I'll feel like we've found our sound until we feel like we're doing something not completely like new, but something that is like definitively like uniquely Enumclaw.
Very cool. I mean, well, before we let you go, I've got a new segment that I've introduced where I basically troll through your Facebook page and I come up with a couple of photos and issue you with a please explain. So I've
Okay.
got, all right, so I've got the first one for you here. This one. Now that looks to me like death by
Oh,
drumstick. He's
yeah, I don't know why he has the drumstick in his hand.
going to hit
This,
you with it.
yeah, maybe hit him with it. But this is in Amsterdam, and we during one of our songs, the band cuts out, and I'm playing guitar by myself. And this is our rhythm section. Obviously, LaDaniel with the drumstick is the drummer, and Eli here is our bass player, and they like to jump in the crowd and kind of stir things up. Um, but I've never even seen this photo, I feel like.
It's a pearler, isn't it?
Yeah, maybe they were about to fight and I was too busy playing the guitar to notice.
It looks like a child that's been whipped too many times. He's cowering in front of the
Yeah, like look,
drumstick.
he's hiding. Like,
All right, and then we got this next one. I want to know, how did you fit so many people into that van?
dude, what's crazy is half of the people in this photo did ride in this van all tour. Uh,
Wow.
but yeah, this is the coolest thing I think we've done as a band so far. This is like the trip. It was this tour we did at the end of the summer last year, and it was Enumclaw, this band Hotline TNT, this band, they are Good in a Body of Water, Sword 2, and Toner. And this is like the end of tour. Like this is everybody who was at the shows.
Wow.
Five bands.
All right, Brett, well, that's all we got time for today. The album Home in Another Life is out now, available at all good record outlets, and hopefully we see you out on this side of the world one day in the future, bro.
Yeah, hopefully sooner than later. I've
All right,
never
man.
been.
Take care. I'll let you get to bed now, bro.
All right,
All
thank you. Cheers.
right, mate. Take care.
Thank you.